said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's the extra feel you get with this team. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
There he goes. Will be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The offense changing the play. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run from the shotgun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Makes the grab. It's O'Leary. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll give it to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Vols headed quickly to the line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tagged it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
To work up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Right on the money. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for a man. It's Drake. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Working that left side now. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They got a man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. go to work the big orange offense on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Back to throw. It's straight. Oh, they're after him.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Connection to the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Wants to fire on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the D denied him on second and goal. Scanning the field. It's straight. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Got his man quickly. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his back in the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Running into the open space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Touchdown time in Tennessee. First play from they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Vols decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off-play action on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to the running game. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the 1st. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Right on the money. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's got it, 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got the back over the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Dropping back, it's straight. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Defense in press coverage. Second down, they'll go to the air. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Looking left. Got his man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to run for it. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Give to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where
Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired. And a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw it straight. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback will be slung down back up at 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Trying play action. Flips it out to the back. Pass to 45. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The quick out. And the the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Running back searching for a hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.